Hey guys, so you know the high school story. Well, we're gonna just over time get in depth on what some of the things Megan taught me that really helped me. Some things that helped me get through my anxiety and panic attacks. But mainly it was my anxiety. My panic attacks didn't start happening until 2 to 3 years ago. So mainly it's about anxiety. Hey guys, what's up? This will be the last video I'm filming today in this room, and hopefully in the next set of videos I'll be able to film outside. It's just been kind of raining. We're going to talk about the what if factor, and this is actually a big thing with anxiety. And from what I recall, I've heard a lot of my friends with anxiety saying, one thing they all have in common is constantly with worrying, including me, you just think, well, what if this happens? What if this happens? What about this, and that? And then that prevents you from doing things, because sometimes we can assume things that aren't true. Like if you have panic disorder, that makes it worse. It's like, well, what if I get a panic attack if I do this, and this? In the near future, I'll talk about what will help prevent panic attacks, and that should help, reduce your what ifs, answer some questions, and maybe help you get outside more. Because getting outside is actually good for preventing panic attacks, unless there's pollen in the air or anything you're allergic to. If it's allergy related, just get some medicine, but like I said, we'll touch up on that later. And we feel this anxiety, we feel like really sensitive, like maybe we become really self-conscious, and maybe we become like so afraid to go outside because we're self-conscious of our bodies, and that's actually very severe anxiety. If you feel that way, I'm sorry, I feel bad for you. If people make fun of you for your weight, that's being self-conscious, and it's anxiety. And sometimes you may even be conscious to wear certain things in public because of it. Like maybe you feel like your arms are too big, or but let me tell you something. You should not worry about your looks. Now, unfortunately, we have a very stereotypical society we live in today, and they are very much about looks. They think, oh, you're ugly, so don't wear that. But do you really think you need to listen to them? Because you know what they're doing? They're just putting you down. They know they can get to you. They're like, oh, it's not appealing to them, but who really cares? Here's dating advice. If you want to find a good man or woman, don't date someone like that. Don't date someone that's like, oh, well, this makes you look fat or whatever, Date someone who likes you for you, your heart. Date someone who wants your heart, not your body or your face. You gotta find solutions, and we'll get into solution thinking in another video eventually, but you have to think more of solutions than problems. Now, yeah, you can think of problems, but you also have to think of multiple solutions. You gotta think more towards the positive than the negative. Because believe it or not, the negative makes a huge impact on your life in the horrible way, just as the positive would. Ever since I changed, everything has changed around me. Like, your emotions actually influence your environment and all the events that happen to you. It's actually really crazy. But yeah, just think to yourself, what's the worst that can happen? And sometimes the things that we worry about aren't really much to worry about, that even if we think they are. It's always good to have a friend to assure you and reassure you things, I will say, because I had a lot of that. But a lot of the time I wouldn't listen. But another key is to listen. Really listen to what they say. Save it in a notepad and read it every day if you have to. Or wear headphones and play it over on an audio tape or whatever you have to do. Have a friend that really encourages you. It pushes you to do things like, come on, come outside, and let them know about your symptoms. And if you have panic disorder, be like, all right, well, this, and this, and like, okay, that's cool. Just have someone that's willing to work with you, with what you do. It is a hassle sometimes, but, if they really care about you, they'll just be like, okay, we'll hang out. And they'll encourage you. Sitting in a house and staying up late at night is actually bad for anxiety. And if, you're inactive, if you don't, walk around a whole lot. So try to push yourself to get out more. And I know sometimes you may feel like walking 5 minutes will make you have a panic attack. But if that's the case, just take a moment and sit down, Try not to expect anything. Try not to assume too much. Just whatever happens, happens. And I know that's way easier said than done. You might be a long way away from it, but just try. it's the key here is trying. Well, that's all for now. Next time I film a video, hopefully it will be outside. And if you have any questions, just let me know.